Hi, today a teardown of flap indicators. So this is a dual flap indicator for left and right flaps. So it's a vintage device, small one. On the rear you have one connector. It was manufactured in January 72. I think the date is a verification date on this side. And I have also a sensor, so it is not specifically used for flaps, but this is an RVDT sensor, so normally it should work with this instrument. So first we will do a teardown of this instrument, then I will do a small reverse engineering, and after that we will try to make running this thing with the sensor. So let's open this thing. There are 4 screws on the rear of the instrument. Okay. So at first look we have two synchros here in order to drive the needle. So there are concentric ones, so I think the small one has a shaft which goes through the first one. So we have a small PCB, not too many parts on it, actually just a transformer and some passive components and one IC, 747, so a dual op-amp. And we have 2 transistors here, 2N2222. We have one relay here. Some capacitors, and this strange thing, so maybe it was to reduce the moisture, but I'm not sure. There is nothing inside, it seems. And here we can find a connector, but nothing is connected from this side, so I don't know exactly. Maybe it is for test purposes, I don't know. So this is not a complicated instrument, so I think I will do a reverse engineering of this board, and after we can test it. So first let's remove the board in order to get access. I will first place all the components. This is the schematics of the flap position indicator. So we find in this circuit 3 differential amplifiers. The first one on the top permits to measure the voltage across one winding of the stator, the first synchro. It's the same for the second one. It measures the voltage across the same winding, the stator of the second synchro, left and right. Then the two outputs are fed to a third amplifier here. And the output voltage of this differential amplifier measures actually the difference between these two voltages. So when the flaps are in the same position, normally the voltage is closer to 0. When there is a discrepancy between the two flaps, there will be a voltage at this point. This voltage is rectified by this diode and this capacitor. Then the DC voltage is amplified using this amplifier and is compared to a given voltage using this discrete comparator. And the relay is activated. I think it is an alarm in order to indicate that there is a discrepancy between the two positions. I think there is a problem with one of these synchro, because when I tried to measure the resistance of the windings, actually the rotor of the small one is open circuit, so I think there is a problem with this synchro. We will try to take apart this synchro and see if we can solve this problem. I will make a zoom on this thing. There are 3 small screws on the back of this synchro. Let's remove them. So I have an ohm meter here. So normally, so we can see that we have contact in the coil. It seems that the contact is not very clean. Maybe there is effectively a problem, a contact problem. I will try to clean the contact. So I will use this contact cleaning product, Loctite SF7039. I will try. I will inject into this area. I will try to turn the shaft. This is not obvious. Let's try. Oh, it's not good. I think this will not be easy. I think the best way is to remove maybe this part, this plastic part, and maybe after we can clean the contact more easily. Problem will be to find this special screwdriver. So I found the adequate screwdriver. Okay. You can see that the contacts are not very good. I'll try to test here before. Okay, we have 32 ohms. That sounds good. Okay. Contacts are better. So now on the other part, this will be more difficult, but I think there is no problem here. Okay, let's reassemble all these things. So the rotor is between the white black and the white red. Okay, we have 39 ohms. Try to move the shaft in order to see if this resistance is constant. It's open now, so it's not a good, it's not a perfect repair. So I made a repair of this synchro. So the problem was actually this contact. The original contact was like this. So this contact was perpendicular to the axis of this cylinder contacts made with thin copper outside. And with time, after thousands and thousands of rotations, this has a dig groove in the copper, and the copper disappeared in the area of the contact. Because this contact actually is like a saw. So what I did is that I changed the orientation of the contact like this one, and this works actually. This is the setup for testing this flap indicator. The flap indicator is connected to this transducer here. The signals of the transducer can be visualized on the oscilloscope, so you can see when I change the position of the transducer, the evolution of the signals. And you can see also the evolution of the needle of the indicator. So this is connected to the right side of the indicator. The left side is not connected, so this needle stays in this position. So this indicator indicates also the state of the relay. So just to remind you, this relay is here. The relay is activated when the signal here is above a given limit, and the signal is the difference of the two AC signals which come from the two synchros here. And the sensor actually is connected in parallel to the synchro. It's a resolver. It's connected in parallel to the rotor here and to the coils of the stator here. And the second is left open. So you can see that when the two needles are close together, actually the relay is off. And the relay turns on when the two needles are outside a given limit. So I think it's an alarm to indicate that the two flaps are not in the same position and can be dangerous maybe for the airplane. So this is the details of the transducer position. Actually it's a dual transducer, so you have inside the two separate resolvers actually, so maybe for redundancy. So that's the end for testing this flap indicator. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.